everybody, and welcome to Spinach Tiger's cooking channel, where we cook what? Big, fat, healthy food. I'm going to show you today how to make a gluten-free pizza crust as close to Italy as I can get it. And what does that really mean? Well, the crust won't be too thick. It's not going to be real thin because it's gluten-free and hard to get it super thin, but it's going to be chewy and crispy at the same time. And those are the two things. Plus it has really good flavor. Those are the three things that really make for a good pizza crust, and you'll be able to take your piece of pizza up and it stands and you can eat it, and that's how we like to roll around here. What I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna make one big and one little. This is the giant pizza. It's about 15 inches, and this is my OXO pan. This is a non-stick, really kind of a cool pizza pan, so I love both the cast iron and the OXO depending on what I'm gonna do. Just to let you know, this is important. The ingredient list is going to come in two measurements: the American 1.5 cups, blah, 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 or the metric, where I measure and I weighed everything. And I really recommend, when you're doing any kind of baking, get yourself a $10, $12 kitchen scale and weigh your flour. It really makes a difference, because you don't realize you could be putting as much as a whole cup extra when you're packing down the flour and not weighing the flour. I will put both measurements, all ingredients, at the end of this video. And let's get started. We're gonna take all of our dry ingredients and whisk them all together, and that's going to include the yeast. And this is an instant yeast. Now that's very unusual for regular pizza, because with regular pizza, we will take the yeast and put it into our warm water. We're not gonna do that with this. This is different. And I'm not sure if I mentioned, I got this recipe and adapted it from the America Test Kitchen gluten-free baking. Now they make their own flour mixture, but I think most people aren't going to do that, so I buy the one that I like. Right now it's Bob's Red Mill. That could change, and it's the 1-to-1, and I find it the best to bake with so far. So we'll put all of that into a mixer, and this is where I try not to get like too sloppy and flour all over the place. We'll take our yeast, salt. That was the yeast, the salt. I like to put a little sugar because I think it feeds the yeast. Baking powder, gluten-free, very unique to pizza dough, not typical. Now, a couple of things that are not in typical pizza dough. Almond flour, which gives, and the whole reason for the almond flour, puts in a little more fat into the pizza crust so that it doesn't turn out like a cracker. And for chewy texture, to get the texture right, psyllium powder, the psyllium powder, you can get this. I use the Bob's Red Mill, but you can use something else. You can order this on Amazon. This also is important in gluten-free bread, which we're going to do next week. So I would say, yes, get this. This is good. So we want to whisk all of this together. Make sure that it's really... Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take, this is about 100 degrees warm water with olive oil. We're going to stream this in slowly, and then we are going to mix this for about 6 minutes. Here's what I want to show you. It pulls away from the bowl. You see that? It doesn't stick to the bowl. It pulls away. We've got our texture, just beautiful. So here's what we do for the next hour and a half. We put plastic over this. You just use your same bowl. And then you come back, and this is what we're going to look for. We're going to look for bubbles. If we have bubbles, then we can start to get it onto the pizza crust. Okay, we'll be back. It has been 1 hour and a half, and this is what we got. And this is exactly what we want. You see how it's grown, and we have all of these bubbles, and that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna take, and I'm gonna first do my small personal size pizza. And so you plop it right in the middle, and it looks like, oh my gosh, you're gonna have a hard time. That should be about enough, we'll see. So you take some plastic wrap and brush some olive oil on it, or if you don't want to, you can use, like I used an olive oil cooking spray. And then all we do is use our hands and spread it out. That's pretty much it. Now you can see, if you see through it, you know you've spread it too thin, so just push some back in, and then keep your center or your crust thicker. We really want about 1/4 of an inch. So guess what? I don't think I have enough on there. So I want to make sure that I put in some more. And see, look, I'm not even getting my hands messed up. And then this is what we do. Just spread out. And you see all the bubbly bubbles in the flour? In the dough, that's a really good thing. So we spread it out, and I think this looks pretty easy. I didn't spread it all to the end because I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough for my giant pizza that I'm making. So I'm gonna set this over here. And now to take on the big ship. Okay, so we put it in the middle again, and this is a stick-free. Now I found in both that when I've made this in the past, it did not stick. So now if you think it's a little too hard to spread, we can use this whole thing. We're gonna go ahead and put our plastic on it. Just leave that there because we're gonna catch up. And now we're gonna move from the center out. Always keeping enough to have pizza crust on the outside. Now look how easy this is. We put it in a cold oven, and then we're gonna bake this for about 40 minutes, maybe a little longer because it's pre-baking. That's pretty much it. We're gonna put this in the oven cold. Then we turn the oven on to 325. When this is done, we top our pizza, and then we're gonna go for a super hot oven. So we're gonna go from a very warmish oven to a super hot oven for the final pizza. So both of these are gonna go in the oven, and then I'll pull them out and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so it's been about 45 minutes, and this is par-baked enough. It's got a nice little crispiness on the underneath of it, but I didn't want to get it too done because we want to put it in a 500-degree oven for about 10 minutes. What I'm going to do right now, I took fresh mozzarella. I've already taken paper towels and got a lot of the moisture off. I feel like I might have to do that just a little bit again. We don't want watery on the pizza. And then I'm just going to place these not covered 100% because then it gets kind of weird. We don't want weird. And then just takes all the rest of these tomatoes. Remember, the grape tomatoes were put in at 325, and they were in there for about 45 minutes too. So we'll have a little bit of tomatoes. We can put some of these tomatoes right on the cheese. Maybe we'll put a little bit like that. We're going to put some pepperoni around, not a lot, just a little bit here and there, because this is a here and there kind of pizza. I'm going to take some pecorino and Parmesan, put some of that in there, and then take some pretty thinly sliced zucchini. Put that. A little bit here, a little bit there. We'll put a little bit of olive oil on this. We're gonna take some corn, because corn, zucchini, and tomatoes just goes together. This is a summer pizza. This is just right off the cob. I just did it right off the cob, that was it. I love the looks of this. And I'm gonna take some basil olive oil. I've got basil fresh, just laying in there. And I'm just gonna pour a little bit of this olive oil, probably put a little bit of salt and pepper, and that's pretty much it. So guys, I will come back to show you this in 10 minutes. I'm back, and the pizza is finished. Now we've already eaten a lot of the little vegan pizza. Fabulous. I want to show you a couple of things, and I hope the camera is picking this up. I've got crunch and I've got air in the crust, which means you're going to have some pull, which is incredible to have for gluten-free. You've got chewy, crispy, and I'm going to do something that I just really don't like to do. I'm going to eat a little bite so that maybe you can hear the crunch. Okay. I hope you heard that, and I hope you could see this is making this Italian spinach tiger so happy. Since I am eating gluten-free, I don't want to have to give up maybe that one thing in life that I love, and that's crusty bread, crusty pizza crust. So I'm going to cut this this is another OXO for nonstick pan safe, kind of a really nice pizza cutter, and just show you this beautiful finished giant pizza that Mr. Spinach Tiger is going to eat. I hope not all at one time. So we've got our nice pizza for him. And that's our gluten-free. I hope you have enjoyed my gluten-free pizza dough, pizza crust. And if you like gluten-free baking, please flip over to the gluten-free biscuits because they're like phenomenal. And I get so much response from them from all over the world. They're the best. Do visit the Spinach Tiger website to get the full everything on this entire recipe. Like I said, the ingredients will be right at the end. Link will be in the bottom of the comments. So please take a moment also to subscribe to the cooking channel. We plan on bringing you a lot of gluten-free baking, but not just ho-hum. We only are gonna put out what I think really stands the test, that people that don't have to eat gluten-free will dig into also. That's very important. So thank you for coming to the Spinach Tiger cooking channel, cooking big, fat, healthy food. And do follow me on all those social media links. That would be awesome.